This is our new system. C is for carcass, F is for front. So put the two together, you'll have a whole base 18 cabinet. So we have a standard base front here. We have base frame, which we'll start with. We have a top drawer front and a door. If you get a base waist or a document file, your lower drawer front will look similar. So here we have a 30-inch wall front. This doubles as a base full height front. So that's why if you order a base full height, at least as of the filming of this video, you're getting a wall, this is 18 wide in this case, 30-inch high front box. So that'll interface with your base carcass and create a base full height cabinet. Now if you get a sink base or a farm sink base, it'll be a similar story. You'll have face frame and a door or two. So we saw the face frame for our base cabinet. Here's the side panel. Back panel, we have a bottom panel. If you have a base microwave, you'll have two of these, so basically a bottom panel and a center panel. And then a toe kick. So we're going to start by installing these beige corner brackets with the small panhead screws into the pre-drilled locations on the face frame. So we have our corner brackets installed. I'm going to grab a side panel, I'm going to glue right here in the smaller groove. Install it onto my face frame. Here we want to be sure that our dados are lined up, and we're going to attach that side panel. And then just repeat for the other side. Okay, so we have our side panels on. What we're going to do now is we are going to fit our bottom panel on. Now it's important to note too, if you have a 24 wide base cabinet, let's say, that's almost square on this bottom panel, if you're trying to put it in and it's binding and it seems too tough, try flipping it 90 degrees once and see if that fixes your issue. Also, on this bottom panel, on a standard base, you're just gonna have one. On our base microwave face frame over here, you do that bottom panel twice, you have a bottom and a middle panel. So this is an 18-inch base cabinet. We don't have pre-drilled holes for a clip here. However, on some of the wider cabinets, you are gonna have that. So go ahead and throw a clip in there if you see it. Okay, we're gonna fit our back panel on. I'm gonna start it, panel and dado. I'm gonna pull the sides apart a little bit. And it takes sometimes a little bit of coercion. Okay, we're going to fasten the back panel now. I'm going to use these black screws. Right here, put it down a bit just so that the plastic corner, once you install that, has room. Okay, so we're going to install these corner braces now. If you're doing a full height cabinet or a sink base, you go and leave off the front corner braces, just do the back. Okay, just gonna fit it on. And we're gonna come up underneath it. Okay, so we're gonna install our drawer rear support brackets onto the back panel. So if you have a standard base, all you're going to do is the top two. If you have document file or base waist, top two plus bottom two. If you got a 3-drawer, we're doing 3 sets. And then we're going to install that using the taper screw, 2 of them. So these adjust left and right. We typically just center them. So drawer guides, there's left and right. Now the mounting point you're looking for is frontmost and bottommost. hole on the glide. Okay, now when you get your glide, it may be a little confusing first because it looks like you want to install it all the way back on the back bracket, but if you do that, it won't have anywhere to rest or fasten to. So pull it off the bracket slightly and rest on the face frame. Find your mounting point, frontmost, bottommost hole in the glide, and that's what the connection of the back bracket is going to look like right there. Our drawer box front onto our drawer front looks like a tricky process, but it's pretty straightforward once I explain here. So basically what we're doing is we're making sure that the orientation of the two pieces are copacetic. And as a quick guide, you're gonna have more meat on either side of this piece. So what we're trying to do on the top drawer is we're trying to have more meat overhead of it. So top drawer, more meat overhead. It's reversed on the bottom drawer. So top drawer, more overhead, bottom drawer, more underneath. So top up, bottom down. Quick guide. Now, if you need a visual help, grab one of your clips. You can see we're revealing a bit of the back of the drawer front here. So we look at the underside. That's reaching the edge and over it. So we have more distance here, which is correct. I have this started. My black screws here are just piloted in to make sure I'm ready. Make sure you're hitting those holes so everything is straight. It'll come out nice. And then once you're ready, kind of tighten in a diagonal pattern. To mounting your drawer fronts, we have a couple solutions. So our new stock has mounting pilot holes to drawer front box pieces. Be sure that you're orienting it correctly. However, if you have a mix of new stock and old stock, these aren't going to line up, so don't go mounting those. What we're going to do is we're going to use a template. So we have a template. You can find it on the assembly page where this video is. What we're going to do is we're going to cut along the cut lines and create a mounting template, just in case you have a mix of old stock and new stock. So then after we tape this template on, that'll locate our box piece. Now we're going to carefully line up along our cut edge and the edge of the drawer front, and then tape. Got painter's tape we're using here. It's going to be nice and reusable if you want to move this template to a new top drawer piece. Now, if you're having an issue printing this for any reason, you have these measurement callouts here, so you can measure and make a small mark and locate the box piece that way. Okay, so now we can place our piece on. That piece of paper is lining it up nicely. We're going to go ahead and mount all the pieces together with our template guiding us. Watch out for that piece swinging as you screw. And there you have it. So keep in mind, this is for small or the topmost drawer. Large drawers, bottom drawers, use the pre-drilled holes that come on the cabinet. So dovetails are mating, dados are matched. Make sure you don't flip your dado upside down. And then we're gonna hammer it, ideally a rubber mallet, something soft-ish. And then you can glue or nail here. And repeat for the other side. Now, I recommend maybe a dry fit. You know, you might just want to put your dovetails together and then finish the drawer and make sure it installs correctly and your drawer front is mounted correctly before gluing or nailing or anything, because the holes to mount the drawer front are now obscured, covered. I'm gonna drop my panel in, put my back panel on, and nail and or glue. Your latches look like this. They'll be in the drawer glide box. There is a left and a right, so pay attention to that. There are taper screws with them and pre-drilled holes. Upon installation here, this knob gives you up and down adjustment. And then, of course, bumpers placed nicely in the corners. Install the drawer. Ensure that it's latched, test it, make sure it soft closes, and you're good. So for our base waist front, orientation is just like that. Dado goes at the bottom. You have piloted holes for the drawer front, box front. I'm going to use the black screws. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start the screw without tightening it fully yet. Okay, and then for side panels, this is very similar to a standard drawer. You have a logo side. These have a jog on the back, so make sure you're installing front first. On single door base cabinets, it's important to note which side it installs onto, so it refer to your design.